Afternoon guys, long time no speak, and I've got to be honest, I've had a number of days to kind of reflect on that overall performance away at Manchester City, and I've got to be honest, I've read all the stuff on the, you know, obviously what's out there in the media, and we all know that Gary Neville and most of the pundits were very, very, very critical of the way we approached the game, and the fact that we were very, very negative, and it was almost like we were just there really just to stop Manchester City and not have any real solutions as to with regards to trying to nick some points, and right now, you know, it's not looking particularly great with regards to finishing in the top 4 position. You know, I must admit. But let's look at the performance. Let's look at the way we set up, and you have to say that I suppose the first thing was that N'Golo Kante was out of that side, and I don't care what anyone says. We're not the same team without him. People say, you know, it's we're a one-man team, or you know, if we not got him or Eden Hazard in the side, you know, we're very secondary. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think that's absolutely right. I think N'Golo Kante is that influential with regards to the way we play, and I just thought everything about us was so negative. We were so deep. We started the game with a false 9, Eden Hazard up front, and I've read his comments after the game saying that he kind of went through the motions. He played 90 minutes of football, but all intents and purposes walked off the field, and he never felt it was actually in the game. And you know, you can look at that factor because the ball wasn't getting up to Eden Hazard, and we wasn't getting forward. You know, it's all very well sitting deep and trying to defend, and we all know that we were like that against Barcelona. But when you get your chances, you try and push up as a unit, and then you shuffle back, and everyone knows their job. But that on Sunday was, it really did look like that we were a mid-table side playing Barcelona. You know, I don't know whether Manchester City were really that good, or really we were that poor. But I just think as a football club right now, we're almost at the crossroads where, look, if I was a player, right, the one thing, I mean, I'm in sales and marketing, so if you like, when I'm in management, there's a lot of people that depend on what I say, how I am with things, and I've always got to put spin on everything we do. You know, I often said to many people that, you know, that sometimes I say the same thing over and over again, but I find different ways to say it, and I always look to try and find the biggest positive, you know, out of a really bad situation. And I'm looking at Antonio Conte, and I've got to be totally honest with you, he does not look the same man. You know, we fell in love with his infectious enthusiasm, where he used to jump in the crowd. He was almost kicking every ball, like us as supporters, and we recognised that. You know, we really looked at that, and we that was something that was so self-evident to us all, that he's a man that really, really cares, really gives a shit, you know. And yet I'm looking at him now, and it's every single press conference he looks tired, jaded. He just doesn't look full of any positivity, and of course everything that comes out of his mouth does tend to be a tad negative, you know, because it's always about the players that he doesn't have, and the fact that he wasn't, you know, backed in the way. We all know he wasn't backed. It wasn't backed at all in both, like, 3 transfer windows really, and we've probably let go just as much talent as what we have actually indeed brought in. But I think we're in a precarious situation as a football club right now, because you look at the likes of Eden Hazard, and you look to the likes of Thibaut Courtois, and they still haven't signed those contracts. And why would they? Because right now you don't know whether the club and Antonio Conte is going to part company. So if that's the case, who's coming in? So why would you sign? And secondly, you just don't know. I mean, those players, for example, they must be looking at that, you know, always hearing, you know, that he hasn't got this right player and that right player. Those players won the title last year, and they were good enough to win the title last year. So if I was a player and I was listening to that all the time, it wouldn't fill me with the utmost confidence, let's put it that way. Having said that, you know, it's self-evident as supporters, we support him and we love him, we sing his name, you know, constantly, and he knows that. But I'm just looking at it now where I feel the club need to come out and make a statement, and Antonio Conte needs to change certain aspects, or at least, if he, you know, if they're going to do a third-year term, I'm talking about Chelsea and Antonio now, then both parties have to play their part, and Antonio Conte needs to almost reinvent himself into the man he was last season. And Chelsea need to come out with a statement too, to say, look, you know, we're behind Antonio, this is the way forward, this is what we're doing, this is where we're going with everything. But because of the silence on both sides, it just feels like it's just going to peter out, and the man's going to be gone next year. If I was a betting man, that's where I'd put my money, that's for sure. But no, listen, that performance at Manchester City was woeful, absolutely woeful. And I read somewhere right now that our form, you know, when you do like a form table, we're about 17th. Which just about sums it up. I mean, so, you know, we really do need to get back to winning ways. We've got Crystal Palace coming up, and then of course we've got some real games where we might have to prioritise, and we might even have to look at the situation with the top four now and prioritise either for Barcelona or for Leicester City, which is only a few days after the Barcelona game, the cup game against Leicester. Because if you actually look at it from a logical, pragmatic situation, that is possibly the only trophy where we have actually got a chance of winning. And, you know, listen, whatever we want to do right now for a bad season, we want to at least lift the trophy, and I'll take the FA Cup right now, wouldn't you? So whether we need to juggle the pack and maybe we need to go for it at Barcelona, and if for some reason we're 2 or 3 or 4 down, maybe take the players off in view of Leicester. But I certainly think we need to go for it in Barcelona. But listen, we know what's going to happen there. It's going to be 90 minutes where those players are going to be absolutely shattered after that game, because they'll be covering every blade of grass. Because like Man City, Barcelona retain the ball. Whenever you ain't got the ball, it's a very tiring experience as a player. I don't know what you think, guys. I just feel we need to prioritise now with the rest of the season in mind. Manchester United, who I thought was the weakest club out of the pack for us to chase down and get in front of, which is why I was really pissed off about the game at Old Trafford, because I felt that was a massive game of massive proportions. But when you look at Man United now, they're nine points clear of us now, and I mean, perhaps that's why Mourinho's jumping around the fence on it, because maybe he doesn't see us as competition anymore, I don't know. But 9 points clear, you know, with 9 games to go, that's quite a considerable gap. And Tottenham, you know, which whatever you would think about Tottenham right now, they're in good form, and they're 4 points clear. But I've looked at their fixtures, and apart from their own game against Man City, I think all their games are all winnable. Listen, we do have a number of home games left. We do have Liverpool, and that's another club that, I mean, they're 7 clear of us at the moment. So do we need to prioritise right now? You know, is the top 4 gone? Is it finished? Do we still put every effort we can into, you know, into the rest of the season? Or, you know, do we still have in mind that, you know, that we can still nick this top 4 finish? I don't know, guys. Let us know what you think down below. As I say, for me, Man City, it was a poor performance. It was poor. You know, you can't dress it up. And you know, for the rest of the season now, I got to be honest with you, I think I mean, look, Barcelona's really important. We know that. I'm flying out there for it, and obviously it'd be great if we pull off. Which, let's be honest, I'm not saying it'd be a miracle, but it's on them sort of lines. I think the most important game right now is Leicester City and the King Power a few days after that, and I'd possibly be looking at that one in terms of that's where we're more. Man City are out of that competition. There's only Tottenham and United really of any threat, I believe, that's left in that competition. We could win the FA Cup, and that would be great, you know. I mean, obviously we'd have to go again next year and readdress everything that hasn't been addressed this year. But I don't know, guys, what do you think? Let us know down below. Nice to speak to you again, and I'll catch up with you just prior to the Palace game, and of course at the game at Crystal Palace, and then there'll be loads of stuff coming out with regards to Barcelona. Nice to speak to you guys. Up the Chelsea, keep the blue flag flying high. See you soon.
Hello, I'm Tommy Baldwin. Played 239 games for Chelsea and scored 92 goals. So don't forget to subscribe to SW6.